the nature of harmony and discord. When examining how probability states respond to different types of influence within the framework of possibility, we observe patterns that align remarkably with what humans have long categorized as good and evil. This alignment isn't arbitrary. It emerges naturally from the same principles that govern quantum systems seeking their ground state. Consider how probability states manifest in two fundamental patterns. 1. States of reinforcement. Probability states, which strengthen interconnection, create self-amplifying patterns within the framework. These states increase the density of stable connections, leading to higher probabilities of further reinforcing outcomes. Like quantum systems naturally settling into their ground state, these patterns require minimal energy to maintain. This generates a cascade effect, where each reinforcing state makes subsequent stable states more probable, creating regions of enhanced framework coherence. 2. States of instability. Conversely, some probability states initiate patterns of degrading connection within the framework. Like quantum systems forced into excited states, these patterns require constant energy input to maintain. These states reduce the density and stability of existing connections, leading to expanding regions of probability breakdown. As these regions grow, they can reach critical threshold points where framework coherence becomes unsustainable, threatening the stability of surrounding regions. This understanding illuminates fascinating parallels with traditional notions of good and evil. What we perceive as good often aligns with actions and intentions that follow the principle of least action, taking paths that naturally strengthen framework stability. Just as water flows downhill following nature's most efficient path, constructive patterns represent states that require minimal energy to maintain their existence. These patterns of unity are inherently stable because they align with nature's fundamental tendency. Conversely, what we perceive as evil often manifests as patterns that work against this principle, like trying to maintain a ball halfway up a slope or forcing water to flow uphill. These destructive patterns can only exist through continuous expenditure of energy against nature's preferred state. The effort required to maintain such separation and discord creates unstable regions within the framework. This suggests that our intuitive moral compass may reflect a deeper recognition of universal principles. Actions we label as good tend to strengthen the fabric of reality itself, while those we consider evil create instabilities that the framework naturally resists. This isn't about imposed morality, but rather about alignment with or opposition to fundamental physical principles. The single observer. Light connects all matter. No matter can exist before it is observed. Observation requires light. Matter can engage with other matter, influencing states of probability. Yet this raises a profound paradox. How can billions of observers, each with a seemingly unique consciousness and perceived reality, all experience the same shared phenomena simultaneously? A reality where all matter is at once created by and influenced by all other observers, smashed together into a universal perception of a unified, unbroken experience. To understand this paradox, we must first examine consciousness itself. Consciousness. Noun. Definition 1. The state of being aware of and responsive to one's surroundings. Definition 2. The fact of awareness by the mind, of itself and the world. We understand consciousness as the phenomenon of creating, experiencing, and influencing matter with a feedback loop of self-awareness. This awareness exists on a spectrum. Humans with complex self-reflection, apes with social awareness and tool use, dogs with emotional and environmental responsiveness. Each level represents a different depth of engagement with reality, but all participate in the continuous process of observation and creation. There is nothing in this concept prohibiting a more distributed version of what we perceive as consciousness. Instead of many observers experiencing separate realities as the center point of their own universe, there is but one single consciousness, creating, experiencing, and influencing reality. This unified, collective consciousness encompasses all matter in all states of probability across the framework of possibility. Modern physics has yet to provide a satisfactory explanation for how billions of separate conscious entities could simultaneously create and experience the same coherent reality. While quantum entanglement demonstrates that particles can maintain instantaneous correlation regardless of distance, this phenomenon merely describes the interconnected nature of matter. It offers no insight into consciousness itself, or how multiple conscious entities could maintain perfectly synchronized observations. Consider the implications of billions of separate observers. Each would need to maintain perfect temporal and spatial synchronization with every other observer to create a coherent, shared reality. The complexity of coordinating billions of separate conscious entities, each independently collapsing wave functions through observation, would be staggering. If each consciousness were truly separate, the information required to maintain consistency between billions of observers would be astronomical, creating an insurmountable paradox that would exceed the known limits of physics. When we observe an event, we don't experience multiple competing versions of reality that need to be reconciled between observers. Instead, we experience a single, coherent reality that all observers agree upon within the limits of their perspective. This unity of experience is more elegantly explained by a single consciousness than by billions of separate ones. This is the singularity. Temporal experiments. We are the universe, and the universe is us. What we perceive as individual consciousness is actually a single reality with a collection of temporal experiments, each playing out their individual illusion within a larger collective consciousness. Like a neural pathway in the web of light, each apparent individual is a thread of possibility being explored by the whole. Consider a chess master, playing multiple games simultaneously. As she moves from board to board, each game represents a unique reality unfolding within her single consciousness. Each game has its own narrative, its own possibilities, yet all exist within the unified awareness of the single player. The outcomes of each game, while seemingly independent, contribute to her overall understanding and experience. These temporal experiments are not under the control of the singularity, but are the singularity itself. DNA provides an apt metaphor, demonstrating how each individual cell contains the entire genetic information, while serving a unique purpose. When a cell at the tip of our thumb is injured, the entire body responds with remarkable unity. Immune cells mobilize, signaling cascades activate, and healing mechanisms engage in a coordinated response. Each cell functions like a temporal experiment, a unique expression of the whole, yet completely interconnected. A liver cell doesn't exist in isolation. Its purpose emerges only through its relationship with other cells, drawing from the same source code, working in perfect harmony. A skin cell without the rest of a body is just dust to be swept up off the floor. The three aspects of experience. Within our own reality, we are simultaneously the creator of the current state of matter by observing it, the observer Experiencing the current state of matter, the influencer, changing the current state of matter as we experience it. As creator, we participate in bringing reality into existence through observation. As observer, we experience the current state of matter as it manifests, providing the feedback loop of awareness that makes consciousness possible. As influencer, we affect the state of probability through our choices and our actions. These three aspects are not separate functions, but different facets of the same process. Creation enables observation. Observation enables influence. Influence shapes future creation. This understanding helps explain how we as temporal experiments both serve and are the singularity.